right, y'all. So listen, like I told y'all a video ago that I actually got into being a e-reader. Got me a little Kindle situation happening. And I wanted to get more into reading books. I used to read books in the past. I was an avid reader. And I wanted to get back into reading. However, I buy books and I just put them down. I don't, really follow through with reading them. So I said, let me get this little Kindle and I have access to way more books. I don't have to really buy books. I actually ended up doing a Kindle for myself because my daughter, I usually um order her books off of Amazon, and I just was like, she had put some books in my cart and I just was like, child, All right, y'all. So this is going to be a little something different than the normal content that I post. And many of you guys know me from doing DIYs. I love doing DIYs. I really do. But DIYs could be kind of exhausting to do all of the time. And so I did take a little break. That's why I haven't been really posting them as much as I used to in the past. I do have some that I did work on some things I have to finish up, and I have those videos out for you guys. But I also wanted to do some different content, feel around, see what I like or whatever. And one of the things that I decided to do was to post about some of the books that I'm reading. I recently got a Kindle, and I really wanted to get back into reading anyway. And this was a way for me to get back into it. I actually was getting a Kindle for my daughter originally. I buy her books off of Amazon, and if anybody knows, you buy books are hella expensive. So she did mention, like, why don't we have Kindle Unlimited anymore? And I thought about it. I said, you know what? I'm gonna get Kindle Unlimited, and she can borrow books from the library. Of course, I'm still gonna purchase her books, but I think that this helps to lessen the load of how many books I have to buy. So when doing so for her, I decided to do so for myself. And yes, I am a Kindle girly. I did use my iPad at first, and it was killing my eyes. Now, just from being on my phone all the time, my eyes was already co-op. So I definitely needed something that was going to, lessen. I did do all of the adjustments with the settings like all the iPad girlies do, but I just figured, let me just go and just get this Kindle and see how that works for me. And so far it's been working good. Now, the books that I want to start reading, I wanted to go back to start reading old school books that I used to read back in the days, and then ease my way on into other books. So one of the books that I did read, the first book that I read was 72-Hour Hold by B.B. Campbell. And I think that was probably like one of the last books that she wrote before she passed. When I read it, I kind of got the feeling like, I guess she was talking about her own personal experience with her and her daughter. Everybody knows, her daughter, Maya Kimball. Anyway. And so I think she kind of pulled from those experiences. The book was okay. It wasn't a bad book. It was okay. It kind of frustrated me at some point, but it wasn't a bad book. It was kind of sad to see, how the things that people go through when they have children or loved ones that, have mental health issues. So that was a cool read. The next book I decided to read that I'm currently reading now, I'm almost finished, is Getting to Happy by Terry McMillan. Now, I just learned that she had a part two for Wayne Six Out. I had no idea. So I said, you know what? Let me read this, because I actually was going to go back and read a book that I read from her before. I think Disappearing Acts I was going to read. But I said, you know what? Let me hold off. Let me wait. And let me read this book. And from the beginning, she already pissed me off because she did what I knew she was going to do. I don't know how many people have read the book. If you guys have read the book, either book, y'all can chime in, tell me what y'all thought about it. And like I said, I want to make this an ongoing thing. I want to get up here and talk about all of the old school books, and then, guide into, newer books. because even though I know I may have read it, I know some people in my age group probably have read them, but there's other readers that probably never read a lot of these, um, novels from primarily African American authors from back in the 90s, early 2000s. So, maybe reintroducing that to everybody would be cool. But yeah, so, we can have an open dialogue. Like I said, we can discuss. So far, I don't even know what chapter I'm on, but I don't know if I should talk about the books in detail for you guys. I don't know if it would, deter some people from wanting to read, but you guys just let me know how you want this to go and we can, go on it. When I finish reading it, maybe I will come back and discuss it, and just let y'all know what my thoughts was about the characters, the direction, the ending, and all of those things. But yes, y'all. So let's get our read on and see what we can do right here and get together. But all right, y'all. Happy reading.